My name's Ann Potter, and I'm a wildlife biologist with the Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife. And I work on the conservation of imperiled insects in Washington State, including butterflies, moths, and bees. And we're here today at the Scatter Creek Wildlife Area in Thurston County, and we're doing a survey for bumblebees for the Pacific Northwest Bumblebee Atlas Project. The Atlas Project is a great project. It's super fun. You get to walk around and look for bumblebees and capture them. And the Atlas Project was started by the Idaho Fish and Game, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, in partnership with the Xerces Society for Invertebrate Conservation. And those key partners, those three key partners, without all of those entities, we wouldn't have the Pacific Northwest Bumblebee Atlas. We have had the Atlas ongoing since 2018. 2018 through 2020, we being a community of naturalists from Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, collected over 21,000 records that were able to be vetted through photographs and have good spatial data associated with those records. And so we're building a catalog of the bumblebee species and their distribution, collecting information about habitat, and all of that goes into one Atlas product. So at the Scatter Creek Wildlife Area in Thurston County is one of many wildlife areas managed by the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife manages over 1 million acres in Washington State, and it's almost all open to the public. These lands are used for bird watching, hunting, and all forms of recreation, many forms of recreation. There's some great properties that we have that are preserving natural areas and natural habitats that are imperiled ecosystems. And the place we are today, the Scatter Creek Wildlife Area, is one of those. There are 2 imperiled ecosystems that are present on this site. They're both Willamette Valley prairie ecosystems. There's a wet prairie and a dry prairie. And those are both here. And they have a unique assemblage of plants and animals, including the endangered butterfly, the Mardon skipper, the endangered butterfly, the Taylor's checker spot, also the imperiled pocket gopher, the Mazama pocket gopher. I know it's not an insect, but it's such an important species here, I thought I should mention it. And of course there are birds and mammals and reptiles and amphibians that are here also that form that unique assemblage of plants and animals that use the prairie systems.